Okay, house cleaning out of the way. Please give this channel a chance. Please like and subscribe, and consider supporting the channel through super chats or channel memberships, whatever means. And please consider looking at my other channels. Well, we're going to just dive in because there is a lot here. The basic short story is that Crackhead Kennedy is an alleged anti-Scientology activist, although mainly it's just screaming, yelling, and doing these kind of very obscene posts about Scientology, and even Zero Dark Tony, who's not a Scientologist or even an agent of Scientology, despite all these conspiracy theories. But there you go. And he's been doing that for a while. And until recently, he was allied with DOA and people who were around DOA, including Lara. Now, at least recently, Kenny was very hostile to some of the following people. And it's a lot. I'm not going to go through everyone. Mexican Longhair, Pinche Becky, Aaron Smith-Levin, Rotting Jules, aka Dana, whole host, even myself, although he hasn't done any obscene posts, but Corn, quite a long list of enemies. What exactly did these people do? Well, the usual thing before was DOA didn't like them, and Magix. Kenny doesn't like them either. They sometimes put out literal verbal, physical threats. Now, again, probably this is play acting, it's performative. But one of them was like very borderline, where he was hinting that Jenna Miscavige may be in danger if Aaron doesn't watch himself. And again, I don't like Aaron. I think he's an idiot and a toxic grifter. He tried to destroy this channel. I have no sympathy for Aaron. And I don't have much sympathy for Jenna either, but I don't think it's healthy or wise to put out that kind of language. I also don't think it's healthy or wise just to do all these obscene posts. To what end? Don't know. Well, apparently it's very much escalated. And Kenny is weird, so he does a ton of streams. I've only seen a few of them, and either he keeps destroying them or making them private. So let me be very blunt and upfront. So he did this, like, I want to guesstimate it's like 4 hours. And I believe it started late Monday night. I'm not going to give the full background with that whole thing. I will do that for channel members. I will do a preview for them because I got to make money. But I'm not here to squeeze you guys. I will try to do a rundown for just the subscribers or viewers. But there was a lot going on with those 4 hours. Apparently, late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, he did this 4 hour, I want to say. Again, it's hard because he cut off the stream. So me being naive, I'm listening at the 2 hour mark because I had to go to sleep because I was getting ready to go to work. I know some people have been like, why'd you go to work? I am trying to go to work, but they're cutting my hours. People have this very weird stereotype of America. I guess they think money's all over the place. You just find a job, just go anywhere. Doesn't work like that. Anyway, so I'm facing a not it is a serious financial crisis. So I got to make some decisions there. But let me just give the background there of what happened. So I fell asleep. I got up. I got a message saying, "Oh, he's doing a stream on this." And it's like, okay, fine. I looked at the stream. It's already 2 hours in because I'm trying to pay attention to it going forward. I can't really speak on what happened in the 2 hours earlier. However, I can infer things because a lot of people in the chat, including DOA and Laura, as well as a lot of DOA people. And I will just give the short summation because Crackhead Kenny just put out a series of posts which are extremely hostile to DOA. But I just want to give fairness and context to both sides. So I would say overall, the consensus, and I took a lot of screenshots too, and the channel members will get to see some of that. So, but again, I'm not here to squeeze you guys. You will get some of that soon. Just be patient. I want to give the context. So I would say, generally speaking, the chat, Laura, and the vibe was very positive, and they were saying, "We feel sorry for you, Kenny. We're here for you. We like you." Just very positive. And I will say, for when I was tuning in for about an hour, he still seemed very paranoid and jumpy. However, he did seem to be getting more calm as time went on. I mean, Lara was calling him a bearded dragon, so it seemed that he found some kind of compromise. And by the time he ended the stream, if I remember correctly, and again, this is the problem because he ended the stream and he just said, okay, I've got to think about some things. But it seems he calmed down. So I thought more or less he reconciled with DOA, either in front of the camera or behind the scenes. That's what I thought. But these posts are pretty out there and pretty alarming because he's done this with everyone, but not DOA. So now he's doing full-blown, very insulting posts about DOA. And just in case there was any ambiguity, he put up this very long post. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to summarize the essence of what he's up. So he says he will not be manipulated, coerced, or bullied. And again, I just want to be fair to DOA. And listen, I made criticisms of DOA, and DOA admitted this, that months ago, apparently, he told Crackhead Kenny, please change your channel name. Just rebrand yourself. Do something more mainstream, because he's facing a lot of legal cases. DOA. Kenny has his own legal cases, but we're just talking immediate context. DOA has criminal charges for these various protests, not just Scientology. Anyway, so he's like, listen, it just doesn't look good. I have all these legal criminal cases. It would just be better for our part, right? DOA, Laura, Kenny, Josiah, those people. It just looks better if you just change your channel name, right? Friendly advice. Well, Kenny just took this as a declaration of war, apparently, and that he was being controlled, manipulated, and bullied. And he put out a lot of weird accusations during the 4-hour stream I listened to. So I guess we're going to call that the Monday, Tuesday stream. So Monday to Tuesday, he was saying, and again, I didn't catch this because I was trying to hear him, but, he's not the most coherent guy. He was saying there were trackers on his car. I had no clue who he's talking about. Does he mean OSA? Does he mean Scientology? Apparently now he is confirming he means DOA. He is saying that DOA and his friends have bugged his phone, apparently bugged his car, keeping track of him. And he says DOA knows about this, for sure. Added to this, he does feel that an operation has taken place where he's trying to be controlled, but he will not be controlled, and that he is here for the truth and is here for himself. And he feels that this has been a long-term campaign to gaslight him and to basically contain him. And apparently, secretly behind the scenes, DOA and his people have been working with, quote, the trolls. And he means people like me. So let me just clarify that very clearly. My only communication with DOA, and I want to be very clear, it's been respectful. I think DOA has been nice and calm. Anytime he has commented on this channel, he's been very, I think, fairly respectful. Because let's be honest, DOA can, he just likes to curse a lot, but but not as much as Crackhead Kenny, because Kenny likes to go off crazy. Anyway, so that is our only communication. There is no email exchange. There have been no phone calls. There is no conspiracy with me and DOA to take down Crackhead Kenny. It is just coincidence. Kennedy was doing some crazy, wild stuff. I thought it was out of line. Some alarming things have surfaced. And again, I want to be fair to Kenny, because I listened to different versions. I think both versions were heavily edited. And I'm not naming names. I'm just saying when you do that, just really tell people it's heavily edited. But basically, somebody took an early part of one of his streams and the later part, and it appears he's yelling and screaming. I assume this is his wife. We can hear his wife, and his wife is screaming that she caught him cheating. Apparently, she found text messages where he was communicating with another woman, another man, don't know. And it seemed to be it just seems to be what it is. It's like this very yelling and screaming match. And this seems to have happened several times. And there is a report. Now, again, these are accusations. And again, even the tape, the stream where the wife apparently is yelling and screaming, was extremely dark. It was really hard to see Kenny. However, it's not totally black because you can see like little shapes here and there in the background. So this does appear to be him. That appears to be his voice. At this point, he seems to be denying. He's saying, "Oh, that never happened," or "that was a setup." By DOA, that doesn't seem to make sense because I think their relationship just goes back about at most 1.5 years. So was Crackhead Kennedy more in the background? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just reporting to you guys what is happening. So it appears that Kenny now will be attacking, criticizing DOA openly. He's making some very serious accusations that DOA and his people and trying to control him and have been bugging his phone. I mean, if this stuff is what it is, this is illegal. He could just go to the police. So I don't know. It's a little suspicious. I mean, it's like, if this is really true, he should be able to document this and just show us this. But he just says, no, they tampered with his technology through AI. That's the accusation. So that DOA is a spy master and his network of spies is controlling Kenny. And apparently, some DOA people are stating officially they're not subscribing anymore and they're turning away. And that's where we are. So it's a lot going on here. We'll have to see how Lara and DOA cope with the situation. Is there any truth to these accusations? I doubt it. It just seems a little too wild. And there we are with the KK DOA saga. Where will it go? Who knows? It's getting more and more weird and interesting by the second. You got to give them that much.